Hi all, it's Karen and
Brutal.
here for Karen and Bluto's Not Another Review channel with another movie review. I promise there'll be other types of reviews up someday.
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 10 years from now.
So we are reviewing a sequel with you tonight.
Yep.
And hopefully you watched the first one before you're watching this one. Not that it really matters, but
Yeah, it does.
watch the first one because it is
Watch it.
better than this one, but
This movie is stupid, but it's awesome.
yeah, it's weird, but it's funny. So we're doing Slumber Party Massacre 2.
I like the music.
1987 rated R, 76 minutes. Gore, not as much nudity as in the first one. There is a little bit. Spoilers?
I also make a joke when you say that.
What?
A little bit, because they're not that big.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Never mind.
You said it.
Yes, I did.
All right, let's go.
So basically, this movie revolves around one of our characters from the first movie.
She got hot.
Valerie's younger sister, Courtney, who is played by a different actress in this movie. I can't remember her name.
Bernard.
I knew it Bernard. I couldn't remember her last name. She actually played on the show Wings.
Never watched it.
I watched it in reruns here and there. I think it was on in the 90s, I want to say.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
This is 87.
Yeah.
I guess. Close to it.
So at least she got better looking in this one, I guess we can say.
Definitely.
And I don't think she's as annoying as she was in the first one.
Yeah, but she's hot, so that makes up for it.
So
if you're hot, you can be annoying.
So we start out where Courtney's having some dreams / nightmares about different things. She's first dreaming about this guy she has a crush on named Matt. And then all of a sudden it goes to like this hallway and some other things. And this is something that's a theme throughout the whole 76 minutes of this movie. I don't know if I mentioned that or not.
I think.
So we cut to next morning. She's eating breakfast with Mom. And she's kind of discussing her dreams with Mom, and Mom's saying, well, the psychiatrist says that you're just going to be reliving,
her mom don't seem to care.
Yeah, her mom's just like, whatever.
Get over it.
We also find out that Valerie is apparently in a mental asylum.
Got her name right.
From the first movie. After the first movie.
Nobody cares what happened to Trish.
Yeah. Trish isn't mentioned, and nobody else, all of the other ones were dead. So anyways, she ends up leaving to go to school, gets picked up by her friend Amy, I believe it is.
Oh.
Because she has her friends Amy, Sally, Sheila, and her, and they're all in a girl band that will be coming up later.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Amy ends up picking her up. They're going to school here. Matt comes by in his car, and they're chatting.
Oh, Matt!
She invites him to come over, or no, I think Amy invites him to stop over at band practice at her place after school.
He's like, okay.
So then it goes to the band practicing in the garage, and he eventually shows up. They go off and are talking and start kissing. I guess they kind of become boyfriend and girlfriend at this point.
That was quick.
Yeah, I guess it's like you go and talk behind a tree, have a few smooches, and you're officially a couple.
Yep. Works for me.
Anyways, they're discussing about how that weekend they're supposed to go to Sheila's dad's, who bought a condo somewhere.
Nice
and
place.
It's
I'd party there.
Like they want to go, and Courtney's kind of like, well, I don't know if Mom's going to let me go. So she eventually talks to Mom. Mom isn't real sure about it. Well, then Courtney kind of breaks down and says, I want to go, because Mom says about going and visiting Valerie because she's talking, and the doctor said it would be a good weekend to come up. And Courtney goes, I don't want to spend my birthday weekend at a mental asylum. I want to go with my friends so we can practice for the school dance or something. And Mom's like, oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot your birthday was this weekend. It's like Mom doesn't give two shits about her.
No.
And Mom agrees to let Courtney go to the condo. I mean, she gets she's like, I don't know Sheila's parents. And Courtney's like, oh, they're really good. They're really strict. Yeah. Meanwhile, parents aren't even going to be there. So she's talking to Matt on the phone, and he says, he'll come up, but he can't make it up till Saturday afternoon or something because he has to do something.
Oh, he's the one.
With some family obligation. She's trying. Then Valerie. Oh my God! Now I'm changing name. Courtney.
Here we go again.
Hangs up the phone, tries to go to sleep, can't. she dozes off. She starts having the dreams, nightmares again. Valerie shows, they're a little more vivid, more in detail. Well, they're showing her sister Valerie being chased by this dude in black leather.
Yeah, she gets chased by Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, he has a name, not really a name.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a name, because I literally wrote black leather dude. That's what I have.
Well, we know what you're thinking.
That's what I was. Sheesh. That's all. That's what.
He's just called the Driller Killer.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the original Driller
Valerie
Killer.
keeps saying to Courtney, "Don't go all the way." And then, like, the Driller Killer, the black leather clad dude, keeps showing up and saying stuff. And I mean, he's kind of comical, though.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's comical. So I mean, that's what kind of makes this movie.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just adjusting.
I don't want to fall backwards.
So, they're leaving, going and driving, and she kind of gets this foreshadowing of some things going on. And I think Amy knows about what happened to her, but Sheila and...
Yeah, because she kind of looks at her like,
yeah, are you
okay?
You know, like, okay.
Yeah,
but I don't, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Sheila and Sally know what happened to her in the past.
Only her best friend.
Yeah. So anyways, they get to the condo. It's still, there's some being built around them still. And like, there's some stuff in the condo,
nice,
but it's kind of, there's stuff still in boxes and everything as well. So Sheila breaks into her dad's liquor closet or whatever you want to call it, and they start having a mini dance party, eating and drinking. Two of the guys show up early. The girls don't hear them come in. They kind of get, scared.
And that's who that one
it's TJ, who is Sheila's boyfriend, and Jeff, I think, is the other guy's name.
Not to be confused with the
Jeff in the first one, yeah.
Different guy.
So,
I like the dance that one did.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, Courtney goes to sleep that night, dreams about our killer again, and she wakes up on the kitchen floor.
Maybe she sleepwalks.
Yeah, because I don't know. Anyways, the next day she's sitting out by the pool, and she's talking with Amy regarding the dreams and just saying about she has a headache. TJ, who's kind of a dick.
Yeah, I don't like him too much.
Yeah.
He's the one, he's like...
yeah, he's a real douche, and I'm actually just surprised the Sheila character's with him, because they don't seem like they would be together.
Yeah, she's hot.
But anyways, she's saying, because then everybody else kind of starts coming on, and Courtney's playing it off like, nah, I think I have a headache from drinking too much last night. And TJ's like, oh, I can get rid of that. And he starts trying to do all this goofy stuff over by the pool, and he pushes her in the pool. I don't know if somewhere with her getting pushed in, like if she injured her head or what, but she kind of almost drowns, basically.
And she passes out.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. And she's still having like all these images and everything again. They get her out of the pool, get her resuscitated. She kind of goes in and lays down. Then they go to a band rehearsal scene with the two guys sitting there while the girls are playing. TJ's being a dick.
Make sure you don't turn the computer off with your list on that.
Yeah, I know.
That's not good.
Courtney has visual hallucinations, so I think she starts seeing things. I know what happened. That's what it was. I
don't want to interrupt you.
No, I was like, what the hell's going on at this point? No, she goes to get a drink from the refrigerator, and a fryer chicken, whole chicken, jumps out of the fridge and attacks her and starts squirting all this stuff all over. But apparently, well, it does.
Stuff all over.
Watch Poltergeist. They'll explain everything.
Okay.
So, yeah, so Amy and Jeff come in and are trying to console her and get her to calm down. Then she starts having these hallucinations about her friend Sally having this huge pimple on her face, exploding, and everything else. Prior to this, she was taking a bath, and the bath water was turning to blood, so she was like a hot mess.
She was overflowing the tub.
Overflowing the tub. Matt shows up, and Courtney's freaking out, and she's saying Sally's dead. So the boys go up and try to check the bathroom. She's nowhere to be found. TJ's being a dick, saying, can't you get your girlfriend to calm down because she's ruining my weekend?
Well, in his defense, she is getting kind of
and his friend Jeff kind of looks at him like, cut the shit, asshole. He's like, really? So they're all sitting down in the kitchen. All of a sudden, somebody realizes the trash compactor's going, and nobody wants to check it because they're thinking Sally's body's in this trash compactor.
You see what Courtney's doing to everybody? She's making everybody else.
I'm sorry, I need a drink.
Okay.
So somebody calls the police. So we go to the next scene. They're all in the living room. The officers' name are Officer Kruger and Officer Voorhees. So the police are talking to him, and I think it's Officer Kruger. He's just being like, how much have you guys drank? Are you smoking?
Yeah, I mean,
he's like, really? And he's like, nobody wanted to check this trash compactor. Well, all of a sudden, Sally walks in. So everyone's kind of like, oh, and
cute guy.
And Sally, everyone's like, where have you been? We thought something happened. She goes, well, I said I was leaving to go get some more zip medicine. And
she did. I
met this amazing guy. Like, she's a total ditz.
She's all right.
She's going on, and the police are like, you know what? I don't like this shit. I don't want this nonsense. Don't call me again.
Denny's is holding our food.
And then Officer Voorhees like, come on, Officer Kruger, Denny's is holding our table or something. So then they leave, and Courtney's kind of freaking out still. Matt's hugging her, and the others are like, hey, we're gonna leave for a little bit and go get something to eat, and
we're out of here.
And they're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, just go ahead and go.
At this point, they're all tired of her crap.
So they go, eventually shows that Matt and Courtney made their way upstairs. I guess he made her something for dinner because they show like a tray with some odd and end food items on it.
Oh.
And then he comes in with a birthday cake for her.
Bleh.
And then they start kind of making out. And then Courtney starts seeing our
Maybe
driller.
She went all the way with him.
Yeah,
and she brought him out of her dreams.
Driller killer friend, black leather clad dude. And what?
That's just so funny.
Is black leather and spikes, my kind of guy.
The dice.
Yep.
He's a dice man.
He's more of a 50s type rocker.
Sure. He's cool.
Yeah. There's random musical numbers in this, but they're a lot more comical than in Poultrygeist for me.
I like it.
So, in the middle of all this too, the others return. They're downstairs goofing off with the guitars and the drums and everything. Courtney starts freaking out. All of a sudden, Matt gets drilled through the chest. They didn't technically go all the way because they're both still dressed.
That don't mean nothing.
So Courtney runs downstairs. Maybe she was doing other stuff too. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Courtney runs downstairs. She has blood all over her. Everybody's like, what's going on? Well, all of a sudden, our killer shows up downstairs, and TJ tries to battle him with like the guitar, like trying to get him to back off.
That was funny.
I can't remember. Everyone kind of runs out of the room except for Sally. Jeff, I think, and Courtney and Amy are trying to call 911. And all of a sudden, Sally gets cornered, gets drilled, and it goes right through the phone.
That was funny.
Yeah. So they take off. I'm trying to look and see. TJ got injured too because he cut his leg.
He didn't cut it. The
driller killer cut the leg. So TJ and Sheila had taken off. Well, then Amy, Courtney, and Jeff are outside, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do to escape. So they decide to go back in the house, grab the car keys, and try to get to one of the car.
Good, yeah.
So they get to the car. They start driving. All three of them are in the back seat, and all of a sudden our killer pops up in the back seat.
All three are in the back seat?
Our front seat, I'm sorry. Our killer pops up from the back seat. He has a rose behind his ear, and he goes, this one's for the one I love or something. Is that what he said? What does he say? He says something funny.
He starts singing something.
He starts singing something and drills Jeff through the chest.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's just so funny. He comes up behind. Meanwhile, it's like, nobody checked the back seat. Don't you watch Urban Legend?
No.
I'm a little silly now. So anyways, Courtney and Amy get out of the car, run back to the house. TJ, then we cut away to TJ and Sheila. They find a house with lights on. They're banging on the door, and there's loud classical music playing.
That's not the good part.
But it's funny. Well, then
that's not the good part.
The killer catches up to them. TJ and Sheila try to run. Well, TJ is injured, so TJ ends up getting killed by the garage. And the owner of the house opens up and is like damn kids, and closes the door. That is literally his name in the credit, Mr. Damn Kids.
That'd be a cool part to play.
Which I was laughing. So Courtney tries to call the police, and basically they think it's a joke and hangs up. So he's like, screw you, I ain't coming to help you. You're crazy.
Well, she is.
So, well, Sheila got injured too when she ran into the driller killer with TJ, but she gets back to the house. Amy and Courtney are hiding upstairs, kind of a rehash of the first one. You go and hide upstairs when something like this is going on. So the killer returns to the house, and we have a random musical number. So he's like dancing around doing all this goofy stuff.
That's my favorite part,
in the living room. That was the part he was like, I can't wait for this part.
It's funny.
It is funny. It's funny. The guy has a good voice. I mean, I'm not going to say he doesn't, but he's kind of like in a little bit of a 50s style.
If it is him singing.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
But it's cool.
But eventually
I like the drill.
Sheila's trying to get in where Courtney and Amy are at, and they start to let him in, but then all of a sudden the killer shows up upstairs and drills Sheila and comes through the door. So, no more Sheila. So, Sheila's dead. Courtney and Amy eventually climb out onto the roof, and the killer's following them. So they're running through the construction area, trying to hide. Eventually, Amy got injured somewhere in here. I can't remember where.
She falls off the thing.
Well, no, didn't he cut her back open at one point, though? Like, she has an injury across her back.
Maybe.
And then they're trying to still get away, and Amy slips and falls as hanging onto the ledge. Courtney's trying to bring her in. Our killer friend shows up, tries to get Courtney, and Amy ends up dropping and falling to her death.
Bye.
So, he's still chasing Courtney, trying to get away. She gets over by something that can cause fire, and the killer has her corner, and he's like, come on, baby, light my fire. And she's like, oh, I will. And she sets him on fire, and then he falls off the roof. So it's kind of at this point, it comes up the next morning, the police, ambulance, I don't know, I'm guessing the fire company's there, I don't remember. And they're hauling out a cot bed thing. You guys know what I mean. Gurney, that's the word I'm looking for.
Good job.
With a body on it, and Courtney pulls the blanket down, and it's Amy's body. Well, all of a sudden the eyes open, and she starts laughing like the killer. And then the next scene, Courtney wakes up in bed with Matt.
Wow.
So we're like, oh, okay, everything's cool. She just dreamt all this shit. So she kind of leans over, starts kissing Matt, and all of a sudden, he changes into the driller killer.
The Dice Man.
And it's like, baby, I'm not going to let you go. I just want to love you and everything. And then it goes to Courtney is in the mental asylum.
Oh, yeah.
Where Valerie was in her visions earlier.
Yep.
And the drill comes up through the corner of the room, and that's it.
Yeah.
So the big thing with this movie, I have watched it. We have watched it. I shouldn't say just me. We have watched it
I saw it a long time ago.
Several times. Like I said, it's funny. I don't know how much
it's stupid, but it's cool.
Right. It's one of those things like it's enjoyable, but at the same time, I can't figure out if this is all a dream for Courtney, or is Courtney in the mental institution?
And Valerie's dreaming about Courtney.
Right. It's one of those things like you don't know. But like I said, it's one of these ones too. Yeah.
Just don't think about it too much.
It's stupid at the same time, but if you enjoy a good horror movie with gore and some silliness, watch it. It's one, like I said, it's one of these ones I do feel has a high rewatch value.
And be all silly.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like I said, it's just, if you're just looking for something to enjoy and not take too seriously.
I don't take a whole lot of horror movies seriously.
Right. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to, but I mean, this one's a little, out there, and you're, and trying to figure out, what's going on, but it's almost at the point like, screw it, you're not meant to know what's going on. Yeah.
Way better than the third one.
Yeah. We have seen the third one. We don't have it. I don't think we can find it anywhere to watch.
I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, we've been looking. We used to have it, but it doesn't play anymore.
It's not that good.
It's not really a good one. I mean, if we come across it, we'll probably watch it and review it for you guys, just so they're.
If you find it, send it to us.
Yeah. So it's not as good as these two. It's a number one. Literally, if you're ranking the movies, it's 1, 2, 3. They're in order.
Sounds good.
So, like I
That's
said,
it.
if we can find it, we will watch it and review it with you guys.
Cool.
It's like I said, I don't think I remember enough of it to just do a review.
Unfortunately, I do.
Well, maybe I'll have Ludo do the review. Get me out of watching it again. So, that's it.
Yep.
Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, bell icon for new content. Excuse me, share the page. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, hopefully I'll have the Amazon wish list done of movies we're looking for. If you guys would like to help out.
I want some movies.
That would be awesome. Did you say movies or boobies?
Well, both sound good. Okay, I'll take both.
Don't send Bluto boobies.
Send me some pictures of boobies.
No, don't. Also, check out my other channel, K-Doll Games, Toys, and More, for kind of toy and video game reviews.
Yep.
Some doll movies. This guy's over there. He's a lot nicer over there.
And my buddy who's sleeping right now.
Yeah, and also his friend Boris that will be joining us for...
He likes to sleep a lot.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. Only on the weekends because I'm tired from work all week. Anyways, like I said, that's it. Check out the other channel. Come back here.
Yep.
If you want to help the channel out, that would be awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.